What's going on, gamers? What's going on, exposers? People who do the right thing and support the right thing. So here we have David Jaffe, right? If y'all don't know who David Jaffe was, he used to be with Sony back in the days. He's also been around since like the 90s. He did games like Cliffhanger, Skyblazer, but his most notable games is when he became a game designer, director, producer for Sony, working on Twisted Metal 1 and 2 and Black. He also did God of War, God of War 2. So he was well notable, and he was likable in those times. Now I don't know what's wrong with him. So we're gonna talk about what he just did here. Jonathan Trent has written up two articles about him right here on Fandom Post saying God of War director David Jaffe blames YouTube grifters for killing Dragon Age to VeilGuard. What a moron! And compares transgenderism to being black. What in the hell? And then there's another one. God of War art director David Jaffe defends Avowed art director Matt Hansen. Him doing these two right here already shows that something's wrong with his brain. So here's the full video right here that I'm going to go into and just react off of. Honestly, I knew something was wrong with him too when he was complaining and just crying about Sony not letting him work on the next games, and they realized that he's just not the same anymore to a certain extent, and they just denied him that. So like I said, you could see what he's done here. He's been around for a while, but right now he's just being an imbecile, and after this, even a bigger one. I just can't believe he's being this much of a moron. So let's go ahead and react to this. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. I'll be doing this for a while and I ain't going anywhere.
When you say that the gaming community ruined this game's success, I mean, I don't think that's entirely fair, but I think there is a lot of truth to it. If you're
First of all, let's stop right there. How did the gaming community, who didn't develop the game, who didn't direct the game, who didn't get in bed with DEI, Walker, ESG, who didn't insult other people, like that one guy saying he wants to dunk on the chuds, who didn't lie to people, who didn't make fake reviews, I'm getting a lot of text messages over here, have the right to really say that type of nonsense? I can't believe that he automatically thinks that this is a problem with the gaming community when really they're actually rejuvenating it and fighting against this corruption, this Baphomet nonsense. This says a lot about where he's at. I can't believe he just said that stupid statement.
EA, you've got to kind of prepare for the market winds that you're sailing into and all that. And so they should have been prepared to counter, and they weren't. Really,
they should have been prepared to counter. Oh my God. I can't believe.
At this point, all that gaming community that you're talking about has done is they've made it so they've actually made games worse, which is what.
So the gaming community is designing the games, developing the games, making these crappy ass video games. We're doing this, not the developers. It sounds like he's just either, I think this is like a little bit of paying off, and then also just him being a retard. Like, I just have to say it because the fact that after everything that we've seen happen this year with all the flops and failures, definitely with Sweet Baby Inc., just in general all over the place, Concord, this guy has the audacity to say that the gaming community is doing this. Absolutely unbelievable.
What they say they're trying to not do, because they have the charismatic grifters that make the videos that for whatever reason people respond to. People who haven't actually played this game will hate it just because they're sort of told to hate it. And so what does EA do next time? They don't make Stellar Blade. They just continue to sort of, vanilla the fuck out of everything they work on and make sure that no one's going to have anything to complain about. They
That's some better footage.
Ask you if you want transgender game options 1 hour in. You select yes or no. So all the people bitching invited it into their game. I don't even know what it asked, but this character apparently is the Barv trans character, and so far there's nothing. Not that needs to be. I mean, to me, that's the equivalent of saying, "Do you want black people? Do you want black people in your game? We have a button that'll get the blacks out." That's the equivalent of it. But if that's what you're saying, I mean, I didn't even.
So, just a natural human race compared to a Baphomet transgender push by the Baphomet spirit. Somebody who's trying to be two-spirited. We know there's male and female, right? Somehow they're comparable. What he's really trying to say is that he puts them in the same category as being like attacked, when really that's absolutely stupid, because that's not even part of a natural organic diversity, which is what life has all over the place. There's a difference between forced diversity and wrong areas that they don't belong, and just natural diversity the way that the creator made it. It was like, oh yeah, that's just the way that culture is. That's the way this culture is. There was no trans created. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that's stupid.
Even know that's what they were asking. The only thing I've come across so far, and again, I've seen that cutscene, it's terribly written and performed, the barf thing, but the only thing I've even come across so far is when you're talking to characters and one of your multiple options is you can romance a character who is the same sex as your character. And you can just be like, oh, no thanks. You're like Chad and SNL. It's like, no thanks. And, you know, if that's not what you're into. The grifters who hate woke still streamed the game and played it to finish grifting how bad the game was. So yeah, they didn't like it, but played it for views and ad revenue equals a grift, yeah. Avowed dev said they're making the game really woke to upset Elon and Grums. Well, I don't know.
So here goes the Avowed defense right here.
I mean, I know what you're talking about, Eddie. I know the art director was basically pushing back because Elon got upset and Grums got upset that there are, God forbid, pronouns in that you can select or maybe not even select in Avowed. And so the art director got pissed off and the community manager shut her account down. But I don't know, you know, the game's almost done. So I don't really, you know, that may have just been sort of a pissy kind of statement. But I mean, again, you know, I mean, it's...
No, what do you mean? That's years of work dumped down the drain. He nuked everybody else's work that they got up every day, went in the office every single day and busted their ass for. He self-centered it around him, and he attacked one of probably the biggest influence in the world right now in the industry. And consistently went on it without thinking about all the work that they've done, and has damaged the reputation of not only Microsoft, which they're going to be fine, but of Obsidian, their entire history that they worked for, all in a matter of a few moments. And you know, dude, you're being an idiot. No, I don't think so. Don't try to make up no excuse on why he's fired back. No. What he did was completely unprofessional, childish, stupid, and inquisitive. And he knew what he was doing, and it's not an accident, and I'm not making an excuse for this idiot. Just like I'm not making an excuse for this moron clown right here. I don't think so. Like I said, what are you, 15?
And I agree, Morgan, when you say, oh my God, again with this. I know, but this is the news of the day.
No, this is the way you children are acting now who are supposed to be leaders and leading the younger generations. You're absolute morons.
You know, I mean, this is sort of what happens in the gaming world right now. We're still talking games. I'm still playing lots of games. We're still doing game design discussions, but these are the people that, you know, are influencing something. Don't know why.
Yeah, let's put transgenderism in front of people who have nothing to do with it and try to shove it down their throat. Oh, man, do I even need to keep going? I think we all know better, right?
Don't know why, but they are. I mean, imagine how unsuccessful you have to be that you're willing to go, you
who got fired and denied from Sony, right? Who's complaining?
know what I'll do then? My game wasn't working out. So right. You know what I'll do? I'll build a whole career about bitching about stuff that I find woke. Really? God, that must suck for you. I'm not trying to be like reverse psychology the guy. I'm just saying it's like, Jesus, man. Just go make some shit if you don't like it. There's a lot to like out there. I mean, here's what I'll grant you. If you're watching me play this game, I get that you would look at this game and say, well, this doesn't seem like a Game of the Year contender, and it may not be. It probably isn't for most people. But I've been playing this now on stream for a little over an hour. Are you seriously looking at this and going, this looks like utter shit and it's crap?
It does. Here's some people down here. I've been playing this game for an hour. Are you really going to tell me this game is just crap? Yes. Dude, this game is complete trash, and it's mockery of the past Dragon Age games. We all know that. I don't think you've ever played a Dragon Age game before. See, look at this. He's already getting hounded. The analogy between opt-in in and out of trans stuff and option in and out of black characters is a bit of a stretch, to put it mildly. Am I out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong. They're just making fun of him. Everyone who doesn't like garbage is a grifter. You know, when you just go down in his comments, and like I said, he only has 170 likes for 8.7K. And those are just the people in his community backing him up. But yeah.
Like, I mean, really? I mean,
Sorry,
that's
dude.
okay. It's
What's
your
wrong with
opinion.
you?
That's fine. But like, how can you? I mean, it's fun. It's a fun, solid game, and I get the argument of like, hey, I don't have time for just fun enough. There's so much to play. I respect that.
Yeah, let's be okay and accept it so we can get better and let them keep pushing their mental disorders onto us and accept mediocre trash and pay full price for it and never complain.
But it's like, you know, if it's not your favorite game, don't play it. But it's not shit. Now, by the way, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I am curious, Nick, when you say you think it looks mediocre. So what if somebody was in the market for an action RPG, not Baldur's Gate, not a turn-based RPG, like an action game, like, you know.
So after that, he just wastes the next 2 minutes talking about nothing but nonsense. But like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this. How embarrassing, right? I can't believe he said what he said through this video, but it doesn't surprise me with his track record lately. All right, y'all, have a good day. Peace out.